Happy Milky Way Day again. So I am 17 hours into fasting, and this is one of my favorite moments during intermittent fasting. Before I'm craving anything, but after I get this happy-go-lucky feeling. Earlier today, I was so happy-go-lucky that things that normally cause me a lot of conflict blow right off of me. I'll get to that in a second. But it would be a great time to talk about another kind of marriage that I wish more people would accept, right? So I love to talk about solo sexual marriage, single lives matter. My family and I don't get along with my choice on relationships, and we've actually had a problem like that in my past. When I was 18 years old, I was dating a girl from another part of the world that my family did not approve of. It was a significant conflict, and I talked about this in another video of mine. Part of the reason I really love investing in precious metals is the privacy of it all. See, when I was 18 years old, my family did not approve of me dating this girl. So oftentimes I would have to squirrel away money secretly so I could go on dates with this girl, right? My parents would give me money for lunch, but I would skip lunch, go on an intermittent fast, feel good from it. I didn't realize I was feeling good from the intermittent fasting, feel good from it, and then squirrel the money away, right? And then I would get to see the girl, and it just it got a very early financial lesson out of that, right? That there's a big difference between money that the IRS can look at and money that they can't, right? Got a good lesson from that as a young kid. But my family disapproved of me dating. They wanted me to marry an Asian girl, right? Especially a Taiwanese girl. And they didn't want me to mess up the family tree, if you will, right? I remember one time my mom was saying that how she doesn't want to leave her money to me if my children are not Asian, right? I dated an African American girl at one time. She felt that same sentiment. Now fast forward almost 2 decades later, they don't approve of me being solo sexual, right? So my mom, I think she's itching for grandchildren. We can't even talk anymore because she has become very angry ever since the beginning of the pandemic, and I discovered how happily single I am. I've always been happily single. I had a girlfriend just before the pandemic, and right after the pandemic, I got this side-by-side comparison, right? Before pandemic, after pandemic, and that's when I realized I didn't want to get involved in that stuff anymore. And now my mom is just agitated every time we talk, and I know that's what she's angry about. She doesn't say it, but I know that's what she's angry about. I don't think she would disapprove of me dating a foreign girl anymore. The girl I broke up with was Korean, so at least Asian. I don't think she would disapprove of me dating a foreign girl today, but she definitely disapproves of me being solo sexual. But it's Earth Day, and it made me think about another marriage. There's the one-person marriage. There's also the 7.9 billion person marriage that we all should accept, right? We all live on this one planet together, right? So earlier today, I was happy-go-lucky, and I felt so good that something didn't bother me. I was cleaning out my car trunk. I was looking for something in my car trunk, and I have so many things in the trunk that every time I take something out, it becomes a game of Tetris to hoping that everything goes back in, right? Often a game that I lose, right? And so I was looking for something in my car trunk when somebody wanted to ask me directions or something like that. Like, this is not a good time to talk. I'm really stressed out, and that's what I told him, and he walked away. I felt so good about it. I didn't blow up internally. That's why I want to fast forever. But more importantly, right now, I want to fast as sort of a hunger strike so that at least my mom and I can actually sit down and talk about our futures together and get her to accept that there's other things in life besides having grandchildren, right? I bet if my mom actually sat down with me and realized that I was doing all these other things besides having children, right? Writing the #1 backgammon AI, the photography, the YouTube videos, I bet that could rebalance things again, and we can focus on those instead of, oh, I want grandchildren, right?